What's going on, guys? My name is Ted, and today I'm bringing you a kill confirmed on C-Town with the Scar L. So it's been a long time since I've done a commentary with just talking about a gameplay. I'm not actually going for MOABs. I've already done a MOAB with this gun, and I just want to kind of chillax, talk a little bit about what's been going on recently, and I'll go ahead and talk about this game for a little bit. So this is my first game on in a couple days, and right before this, I had watched some Sandy Ravage gameplay, and I'm not sure if y'all have seen Sandy Ravage. If you haven't, definitely check him out. His name's The Sandy Ravage. He's an absolute beast at this game. His aim is just spot on, and he makes the most amazing montages you'll ever see in your life. So do check him out if you haven't already. But basically, I was watching one of his gameplays, and he hasn't posted much in the last month, and this is the first game I think in the last month he has posted. But he posted a gameplay with the Scar L, and I tell you, he's the only person I can watch his gameplay, and every time I watch his gameplay, it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm nowhere near as good as him. And because he was using the Scar L and he just seemed to use it so effectively and so easily, I decided to to be a little noob. I copied his class right down to the perks, the kill streaks, everything like that. I copied his class, and I did the exact same thing he did, and with very similar results. Actually, a little bit better. I did end up with a MOAB in this gameplay a little bit later on. But he's like the only commentator I can watch where it's like, wow. Like, he's amazing at this game, and I'll never have the aim he does. I can get scores like him, but geez, if you watch his gameplay, just look at his aim. The way he maneuvers around the maps, he's got such a good mind about Call of Duty. And it's funny, if you actually become really good at Call of Duty, you can really start to notice like professional gamers' errors. Obviously, Woody's gamertag is not the best gamer, but I can definitely call it a lot of times when I'll be watching Woody's gamertag, even Wings of Redemption, and I'll be thinking, what the hell is he doing? Like, either I'll notice something that he doesn't notice, or I'll hear something that he doesn't hear, and it's kind of eye-opening when you actually become a good enough gamer to start realizing that. But when I watch Sandy Ravage, I'm like a complete apprentice, or amateur, I guess you could say, because everything that I watch Sandy Ravage do and the way that he moves around the maps, I'm just taking notes the whole time. A big thing about Sandy Ravage is the way that I said this earlier, the way he moves around the map is incredible. I think Woody's gamertag did a breakdown analysis of his gameplay, and it's really funny how incredibly he does it. It seems like a very simplistic thing to move around the map, but he's like a mobile camper. I think that was the exact word Woody's gamertag used, and that's what I tried to be in this gameplay. You'll notice I'm darting from cover to cover, and I do that already, but the main thing that I think of, that most people don't think of, is the spawns. It's once again, it's part of being a very good gamer, but when you become good enough at this game, like what I do is whenever I kill someone, I start thinking, where's he going to spawn at? And if you don't think that, then you're going to get caught in the middle of multiple person engagements. And I use the term a lot in my commentaries. That's when you come across either two or more enemies at once. And no matter how good of a player you are, if you're double teamed like that, you're most likely not going to get that kill unless you have a super advantage like the specialist bonus like I have. With the specialist bonus, you can take on 2, maybe even 3 enemies at once and still pull off a lead, because you'll notice you can outstrafe people. And what that means is that you can, with the specialist bonus, and you've got Stalker Pro and the speed proficiency, that means that you can move so fast while aiming down sight and shooting that they can't even stay on target with you, let alone if you're drop shotting or jumping on top of that. I mean, you can completely outmaneuver anyone. And that's kind of what I try to post my videos about. I want and this is where the whole commentary was trying to go to. I want me to be the person that when you see my gameplay, you're like, wow, I want to try that setup. I want to try to get as good of a gamer as he is. I want to try to be that player, I don't see that with Wings of Redemption. I definitely don't see that with Woody's gamertag. I see that a little bit in White Boy, but mainly when I see Sandy Ravage, I think, wow. This is a completely amazing gamer. I wish I could be as good as him, and I want this to be the channel that you say that to. I want you to be like, wow, he's a good gamer. I need to take some tips from this guy and follow what he does, because I think that's what the whole YouTube thing is about. It needs to be that you need to be watching videos that you really love and enjoy. And it's hard to do that, I post these MOABs with every gun, and the M16 is a pretty hard gun to get it with, but for the most part, they're not gameplays that are be like, wow, how'd you do that, Like, for some of you it might be like, I know some people would be like, oh my gosh, you got 25 kills in one game, holy shit. That's the way a couple of my friends are. But for the most part, y'all guys are above average players because you're on YouTube and you're watching this content. I want to truly amaze y'all with my gameplay, and I need your help for that. I need you to tell me what you want to watch. So I do a lot of MOABs because I feel like the MOABs are the thing that shows true skill in this game. The MOAB is something that completely differentiates an average player from a horrible player, or the average player from an amazing player. Because an average player might pull, a nuke in MW2. once in their life. A professional player or a very good player could pull a nuke every single game they go into. I could pull a nuke every game I go into, depending on how much they shoot down air support, It really depends on that. But generally speaking, in MW2, I could pull a nuke every single game I got into. And that's not a lie. I could pull at least one nuke, if not 2 or 3 nukes per gameplay, as I got my MOAB there. But I want to be that person that you think of the first time you think of amazing gameplay, or once you hear that. I want to be that amazing player that you see on Call of Duty, and I want you to keep coming back to my videos, and that's what it's all about. It's all about creating a channel and a community of people that really want to watch your gameplay. And there I get a nice 9-man multi-kill. Also, another idea I'll throw at you guys. What do y'all think of a MOAB montage? So I get MOABs left and right. Basically every free-for-all anymore, I get a MOAB. Just with the same guns over and over. I've honestly stopped trying to get one with some of the LMGs and some of the shotguns because they're just very frustrating. But what do you think of a MOAB montage where I just like put together all my MOABs and just like the 10 seconds where you call them in and get that multi-kill, or right before I get one? What do y'all think of watching that? Would that be interesting, or would that just be kind of lame because it's really just the same 10 seconds over again? But something like that I can easily put together, and if you always want to see it, I'll definitely throw that out there. That's about, well, it's nearing the end of the gameplay. It only goes 90 points. We're at 71 right now. Another thing, I don't really collect the dog tags, and here's why. So when I play Kill Confirmed, there needs to be 2 main roles, in my opinion. And these are very evident whenever you get inside this game. There needs to be the Slayer, the guy that gets all the kills, and there needs to be the Collector, the guy that's not good at getting kills, but he can run around with extreme conditioning and grab all those tags. If you'll notice, I have one friend in here. He's the guy that's the dog tag collector, I guess you could call him. He's the one running around and grabbing all the dog tags, whereas I'm the Slayer. For example, see those 2 dog tags over there in distance? I do run over there, and, well, I actually don't get them, but I could have probably gotten those 2 tags. But here's the thing. Generally speaking, when I kill enemies, where are they? Out in the open. Guess where the dog tag's going to be? Out in the open. If I'm the Slayer and I'm putting together these really long streaks, it's very, very immature of me to go out in the middle of nowhere, or the middle of the open, and grab that tag. It's much better for someone that's not on a streak, that's not as good at the game, to run around, grab those tags, get points for them and for me, and let me get all the kills, put together my streaks, and do well that way. So let me know what you think about that. I know you might not call it an objective player, but technically in this game there's 2 objectives. It's kills, so it's a huge factor, because you cannot win this game without kills, but you can also not win this game without the dog tag. So that's how I separate this gameplay. Anyways, guys, the gameplay is coming in. The final score is 46-4. Let me know what you think about the commentary. I've been trying to improve my commentary skills. Also, as always, I'm going to leave out with the question of the day. The question of the day for this video is going to be, what do you think of theater recording? So recently I've changed HDMI cables, and I have to record in theater mode. Is that alright with you guys? Have you noticed a difference in this gameplay versus theater versus regular live gameplay? Let me know down below. I'd appreciate all your feedback, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye.